for you students. Let me give you a new evidence on celebrating birth or any part of any moment of the life of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is brand new, just came in my mind. Sahaba radwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in, they used to celebrate some special moments of his life. This is in all hadith book. If you go to Sahih Muslim, Kitabul Iman, first hadith. Sahih Muslim, first book is Al-Muqaddimah, 7 hadith. This is Muqaddimah, introduction. And then Kitabul Iman, the first hadith in Kitabul Iman, Hadith Jibreel, narrated by Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And he said, بَيْنَمَا نَحْنُ جُلُوسٌ عِنْدَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ. When one day we were sitting before Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I would say this is a celebration. This is not part of hadith. The hadith is whatever Jibreel said and whatever answer our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave to him. But he said, بَيْنَمَا نَحْنُ جُلُوسٌ عِنْدَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ. This is a celebration. He is celebrating that moment that we were with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And there are so many hadiths. Some hadiths, the word is كُنْتُ رِدْفَ النَّبِيِّ صلى الله عليه وسلم. I was behind Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. كُنْتُ خَلْفَ النَّبِيِّ صلى الله عليه وسلم. Same meaning. Even Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, the last moment of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this world, she said, his head was on my chest. The Arabic word is bayna hanakiha wa sadriha. Like she says, she pointed. His head was from this place to this place, in between hanak and sadr. So this is also a celebration. Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she used to feel proud of having this moment in her life. The last moment of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this world, he was with me. He was in my room. And his head was on my chest. And she used to say again, also that the last thing Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam put in his mouth, it was a miswak, which I used first. It was like shakhto kitahun. It was hard because the miswak that time. So she made it soft. Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, her brother Abdurrahman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and he entered. And it was the last few moments of his life. When Abdurrahman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu entered her room, Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha's room, and he had a miswak in his hand. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was looking at the miswak. So she realized that Prophet would use miswak. So she took it, made it soft, and gave it to him. And he used, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used that miswak. And it was the last action he did in his life. He used miswak. And there are some last statement he made. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Salat, Salat, Salat. In different time, 3 last statement I have noted in my book. So these are some extra evidences of the celebration of any moment of his life, not only birth, any moment. And this is the nature of Sahaba radwanullah ta'ala alayhim ajma'in. If they were with him, they used to celebrate it. One of the mashayikh of Medina, one day I was with him, visiting different places in Medina. A question came into my mind. Why Masjid Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is so close to the Masjid Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Those who were in Medina, you should realize that there is Masjid al-Nabi, the big masjid, And just next to it, right outside the boundary of the Masjid al-Nabi, there is another masjid called Masjid Abi Bakr. There is another masjid, Masjid Umar radiallahu ta'ala, very close. The question came into my mind, why Abu Bakr Masjid is here? There shouldn't be any other masjid. Prophet Masjid is there, so there shouldn't be any other masjid. So I asked him. He said, no, this is for some reason. Masjid Ghamama, yes, you know the story. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he prayed there Salat al-Istisqa, and Allah sent a cloud to shade him. This is Masjid Ghamama. Why Masjid Abi Bakr? So the Shaykh said, there was Eid day. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam observed the Eid prayer, and then he wanted to go to his relative's house in Quba, his uncle's house. On his way to Quba, after he finished Eid prayer, he did not smile to anyone, but he started walking. He reached that place where Masjid Abu Bakr right now. And Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu was standing there. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam looked at him and he smiled. So whole life, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he celebrated that moment. Every Eid day when he was Khalifa, he used to lead Eid Salat on that place to celebrate that moment. This was a great moment for him. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam smiled first time in Eid day to me. And he said also, Masjid Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, same thing, almost same thing. It was on some Eid day. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this was the aada of our Prophet. Every Eid day, he would go to his uncle's house in Quba. So on that day, when he reached that place, Masjid Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu's place, and Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was there, waiting for Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he would pass. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam shake his hand. He did musafaha to Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And also in his Khilafah time, he celebrated whole life. He would lead the Eid prayer on that place, celebrating that moment of shaking hands of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is it clear to you? So this is how they used to celebrate the special moments of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the most famous hadith everyone knows, I believe, in Sahih Muslim, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would fast every Monday. So he was asked, why do you fast every Monday? The reply was, ذَاكَ يَوْمٌ وُلِدْتُ فِيهِ. That is the day I was born. And then he said, that is the day I received the revelation first. There are 21 incident, great moment of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on same Monday. 21. His mom conceived him on Monday. He born on Monday. Total 21. The last one, he passed away on same Monday. People try to make us confused that how do you celebrate? Because 12th Rabi'ul Awwal, it was his day of birth, and also it was his day of wafah. He died on same day, so I can celebrate. So the answer is, this is not true. Yes, it is mentioned in many books, but this is not the fact. The fact is, the famous opinion, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam born on 12th Rabi'ul Awwal, Monday. But he passed away not 12th Rabi'ul Awwal. This is final, this is fact. No way, no one can prove it. No one can prove it. It was 12th Rabi'ul Awwal. Yes, it was Monday. Most likely it was 2nd Rabi'ul Awwal or 1st Rabi'ul Awwal. It's a math. 81 days from day of Arafah. And day of Arafah, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was there in Arafah. It was Friday. This is a fact also, proven fact. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in Arafah. After that day, 81 days. Only 81 days. So it will be first or second Rabiul Awwal. If someone not willing to accept this narration, 81 days, so tell him, you calculate. It was Friday, now you calculate. Prove me Monday was 12 Rabiul Awwal. Because after, it was the last year of our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, 9th Zulhijjah in Arafah, then Muharram, then Safar, then Rabiul Awwal. If anyone is not willing to accept that report of 81 days, he should calculate. It should be Monday. It should be Monday, because this is in Sahih Bukhari. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away on Monday. So you calculate. Only 3 months, Zulhijjah. Count it 29 or 30th. It cannot be less than 29 and it cannot be more than 30th, right? Arabic month, either 29 or 30 days. So count Zulhijjah, 29 or 30th, whatever you want. Then Muharram, then Safar, then Rabiul Awwal. No way. I spent one whole night to calculate this. And I'm saying that no one can prove that 12 Rabiul Awwal was Monday in the year Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away. Clear? Is it clear? Even if it is same day, this is not an issue. Why? Why we celebrate Friday? Do you know? Why Friday? We celebrate every Friday. This is Eid day in Hadith. Friday is Eid, weekly Eid. This is in Hadith. Why it is Eid? Why we celebrate? Because of Adam alayhi salam. He was created on Friday. He was allowed to enter Jannah on Friday. He came out, but he was kicked out from Jannah on Friday. He came to this world Friday, and he passed away, and his tawbah was accepted also. His tawbah was accepted on Friday, and he passed away on Friday. So Adam alayhi salam passed away on Friday. Still Friday is Eid day. So there should be no question. And we Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we believe that any moment of the life of our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we are allowed to celebrate. I replied one of my nati, Tanveer from Bangladesh. He asked me the same question in Arabic. I said, to celebrate any moment of his life, we need no dalil. To celebrate any moment of our Holy Prophet's life, we need no dalil. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Mahdi? Jackie, you understand this? To celebrate any moment of his life, 63 years, from any moment of his life, even any moment before he was born, to celebrate any moment of his life, we Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we need no dalil. Why? Because Mohsin said it. Referring to my Shaykh, one of my Mashayikh in Arab world, Shaykh Muhammad bin Alawi al-Maliki rahimahullah, he said, if there is no Mawlid, there is no Mi'raj, there is no Islam. So to celebrate any moment of his life, we need no dalil. And we have dalil, we have many dalil, but actually we need no dalil if you are a believer. So in Qiyam, what do we do? We say salam to our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and we prefer to say salam standing, right? We prefer to say salam standing. To say salam standing, there is no evidence, clear evidence in Quran or Hadith that you have to say salam standing. But there is an ayah in Quran, a very famous ayah, especially with Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Indeed, Allah and all His angels send salawat, blessings to our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And when it is salat is related to Allah, like Allah sending salawat, it has a meaning. And when Malaika send salawat to Prophet, it is another meaning. But after that Allah said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu, O who you believe, sallu, you send salat to Holy Prophet, wasallimu taslima, wasallimu taslima, and say salam with all respect. And say salam with all respect. Allama Yusuf Ali, if you check his translation, he said, and salute him with all respect. So there is an Arabic qaida I taught Muhsin a few months ago. It's called maf'ul mutlaq. So sallimu taslima is mutlaq, maf'ul mutlaq. And maf'ul mutlaq comes for three reasons. One is to emphasize, ta'keed. And ta'keed is ta'zim. Ta'keed is ta'zim, respect. So based on the translation of Allama Yusuf Ali, he said, salute him with all respect. So I say, anyone who has common sense, yes, you can say salam sitting, you can say salam in any other position, but with all respect, saying salam would be standing. Right? When you go to Medina, how do we say salam, sitting or standing? When we go to visit any grave, how do we say assalamu alaikum ahlal qubur, sitting or standing? How about if we say salam, like we went to visit anyone, but we say salam sitting? It's okay. It's not haram or ghayru jaiz, but adab and best way to say salam is it should be in standing. So, and this is it. And entire ummah, almost entire ummah. You remember the book I have, Anhar. Oh, تنهوز الكتاب من دقتا يار. تأكيد بها. اليوم الاحتفال يوسف رمضان ما سجدت. Entire ummah celebrate Mawlid with few exceptions. If you talk about imams, there are two imams who said it is bid'ah in one word. Only two imams. 1400, almost 1400 years. There are only two imams who said it is bid'ah to celebrate Mawlid. They said in one word. One Imam Fakihani, and the other one is Imam Shatibi. Only two imams. So they should not be mentioned. Only two of them. Okay, another one, Allama Ibn Taymiyyah. Yes, he did say it is bid'ah, but he also said people will be rewarded because of their good intention. Allama Ibn Taymiyyah in his book Iqtida Sirat al-Mustaqim, he did say it is bid'ah to celebrate Mawlid, but he also said people will be rewarded because of their good intention. So say two and let's say half, 2.5. There is another one, the fourth one, and this is the last one. Imam Ibn al-Hajj al-Maliki. He didn't say in one word that Mawlid celebration is bid'ah. He said it is bid'ah to add in Mawlid khurafat, which is not allowed, like mixing men and women in the same place, saying an anashid which is against our aqidah, or doing any waz, fake stories. You know, especially in Bangladesh. Bangladesh, unique country. If you are looking for fake waz, go to Bangladesh. Remember the story? Malakul Maut, he took the ruh of someone next to the house of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, rahmatullahi alayhi, and people were crying there. And Abdul Qadir Jilani went to that house and asked them what's happened. They said, one of them, they said, my son died. So he was angry. Abdul Qadir Jilani, he went out looking for Malakul Maut, angel of death, and he found him. So they were in the street. Fake story, fake was. This is fake was. So Abdul Qadir Jilani said to Malakul Maut, who are you? So Malakul Maut was so strange. Who is this guy asking me who am I? So Malakul Maut, he asked Abdul Qadir, who are you? He said, I am Abdul Qadir. So Malakul Maut said, I am Malakul Maut. Okay. Abdul Qadir said, I am looking for you. Give me the spirit of ruh of that guy next to my house. He said, no, I am not allowed to give this because it is amana. He said, no, give me. He said, no, Allah's permission. He said, okay, I am going to deal with Allah. Give me that ruh. But Malakul Maut said, no way. He said, you have to. And then he slapped him, pushed him, and he fell down. Malakul Maut fell down, and he has a bucket in his hand. There were 11 spirits, 11 ruh in the bucket, all ran away. So, there is a waz in Bangladesh. If you call Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a Muslim or a mu'min, you are kafir. Not one. I can give you a group of scholars in Bangladesh. They do this waz. If you call Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Muslim, mu'min, you are kafir. And then they say a book name which does not exist. There is no such book. I say confidently, there is no such book. They said Allama Jawzi. There is no such Imam Allama Jawzi. There is an Imam Ibnul Jawzi. Okay, Allama Jawzi. Then he said the book name is Tawrikh Sham. The book name Tawrikh Sham, and then volume 2. And then they say Babul Itiyat, like chapter Itiyat. All fake. No Imam Jawzi, no book Tawrikh Sham, and no volume. So Ibn al-Hajj Maliki, he denied those stuff. In the name of Mawlid, you're going to do this. Like in Bangladesh, some people, when they say salam to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sheikh Arifin Sahib is here and other people, during their salam, they say salam to their Sheikh. Matur bhai, ita milad apne ka sunna nahi. They say salam to their Sheikh. Amuk Hazrat pe laako salam. This is fake. This is Mawlid. Mawlid is in honor of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is his mahfil. Say salam to him. Do not include anyone. Today someone sent me an evidence of saying salam to their sheikh. The evidence is, they said, in tashahud we say assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Assalamu alayna, salam upon us, and wa ala ibadillahi salihin, and on righteous people. So according to them, their sheikh is righteous, so it is okay, because if it is okay to say salam to righteous people inside salat, it is okay to say salam outside salat. This is their evidence. So I said in Bengali that gonjika shabon na korile, মানে কোন গঞ্জা না খাইলে দলিল দেওয়া সম্ভব নয় বাংলা হইলে, ইংলিশ তারা হইতে পারতাম না। ইলা দলিল গঞ্জা না খাইলে দেওয়া সম্ভব নয়। আসসালামু আলাইনা ওয়া আলা ইবাদিল্লাহিস সালিহিন, এটা তো আমরার কেউর ওয়ার্ড নাই, এটা হাদিস শরীফের মাঝে আছে, বিশেষ কেউর নাম নাই। আচ্ছা যদি বিশেষ করে সালাম দিতেও হয়, নবী হলোর বাদে কারে দিতে সালাম? নবী হলোর পরে কেউরে সালাম দিলে, যদি এখন যে সালাম দিমু প্রথম যে মুসলমান, তাইলে সাইয়্যিদা খাদিজা রাদিয়াল্লাহু তাআলা আনহা। যদি এখন যেন বেস্ট উম্মতের মাঝে আবু বকর সিদ্দিক রাদিয়াল্লাহু তাআলা আনহু। তো এই দলিল দিয়া এত 100 বছর 1300 বছরের গেলে কেউ নাই আমার শেখরে সালাম, খালি শেখ শেখর বউরেও সালাম দেয়, মিলাদ মাহফিল শেখর বউরেও সালাম দেন বাংলাদেশও, আর কোন দেশও দেখছি না। আমার কাছে আছে এটা, শেখর মিলাদ মাহফিল শেখর বউরে সালাম দেন, এখন একটা ডিফারেন্ট টোনও আছে। So these 4 imams only, 2 of them, Imam Al-Fakihani, Tajuddin Al-Fakihani, he wrote 2 pages Imam Jalaluddin Suyuti, he replied him word by word. Fakihani wrote 2 pages against celebration of Mawlid, 2 pages. Imam Jalaluddin Suyuti rahimahullah, he replied him word by word. Imam Shatibi, he said it is bid'ah, no one replied him. And other 2, Allama Ibn Taymiyyah, he did say it is bid'ah, but he also said people will be rewarded on their good intention. And Ibn al-Hajj Maliki, he didn't say celebration is bid'ah, he said doing anything unlawful is bid'ah. And we too say this. Doing anything unlawful, like saying salam to someone's babi or someone's amma, ummul umam, they call ummul umam. Like we say Amma Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha, ummul mu'mineen, mother of believers. And they call their shaykh's wife, they call ummul umam. She is mother of whole creation. Guru, Sagol, Kutta, Bilay, Shab. Shabor Mate. Exonason Bangladesh. So, I think it's enough, right? 2 Imams, they opposed ihtifal bil Mawlid. It's nothing, right? It's nothing. They said it is bid'ah. An entire ummah, they said it is okay to celebrate Mawlid.